Welcome back to another new video. Like, share and subscribe our channel. Today, we have an exciting review for you as we dive into the world of mid-range smartphones with the Poco X5 Pro. Released as the latest addition to the Poco mid-ranger lineup, this phone brings several improvements over its predecessor, including a more powerful chipset. But the question remains, is the Poco X5 Pro the next mid-range phone you've been waiting for? I'm Will, and let's find out in our in-depth Poco X5 Pro review. First off, the Poco X5 Pro retains many of the same features we loved in last year's Poco X4 Pro. But it also introduces some important changes. One notable improvement is the chipset. While the previous model suffered from a downgrade in this department, the X5 Pro steps up its game with a pretty competitive Snapdragon 778G chipset. This means better gaming performance and the return of 4K video recording. In terms of design, the X5 Pro has undergone some subtle changes. The holographic gradient finish of its predecessor has been toned down. The phone maintains the same size and shape, with a plastic back panel and frame, but now boasts a sleek, mono-colored and matte finish. The glass part of the camera bump is also smaller, giving it a more refined look. Moving on to the display, the X5 Pro features a 6.67-inch OLED screen with a 1080p resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and Gorilla Glass 5 protection. What's new this time around is the inclusion of 10-bit color depth and support for Dolby Vision and HDR10. The display offers excellent contrast, accurate color reproduction, and impressive brightness levels. It reaches nearly 500 nits with a manual slider and over 900 nits in auto mode under bright conditions. The high refresh rate of 120 Hz ensures smooth swiping and scrolling, while it can automatically dial down to 60 Hz when idling to conserve energy. When it comes to audio, the X5 Pro doesn't disappoint. It retains the standard headphone jack and features a pair of stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support. The speakers deliver loud and rich sound quality, making for an immersive multimedia experience. Another notable feature of the X5 Pro is the side-mounted fingerprint reader, seamlessly integrated into the power button. It's fast and reliable, offering convenient and secure unlocking. However, one feature that's missing compared to its predecessor is expandable storage. Nevertheless, you can choose between models with 128GB or 256GB of onboard storage. Now, let's talk about the software experience. The X5 Pro runs on Xiaomi's new MIUI 14, based on Android 12. Compared to MIUI 13, you'll notice improved optimization and a lighter footprint, leaving more space for your media and apps. However, it's important to note that at the time of this review, some of MIUI 14's unique features unveiled for the Chinese launch of the UI are not yet available. Instead, you'll find a familiar Poco-flavored Xiaomi software experience. The notification shade is split into a separate notification center and control center, and you have access to a two-column task switcher, allowing you to launch apps in split screen or floating window mode. Additionally, you'll have access to Xiaomi's proprietary apps for multimedia. And the X5 Pro includes an IR blaster, allowing you to use the phone as a remote control. The app drawer on the Poco is always active, and while there is an always-on display feature, it only lights up for 10 seconds after tapping the screen. Now, let's delve into the heart of the Poco X5 Pro, its chipset. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G, built on a 6nm process, this chipset is one of the most powerful you can find in a mid-range phone, just a step below flagship-grade silicon. It's a significant upgrade over the Snapdragon 695 in last year's model. The performance of the X5 Pro is excellent for its class, handling demanding tasks and heavy games with ease. Plus, its thermal management is impressive, ensuring the phone doesn't overheat even during intense usage. Battery life is a crucial factor for any smartphone, and the X5 Pro doesn't disappoint. With a 5000 mAh battery, it offers solid battery life, earning an endurance rating of 113 hours in our proprietary tests. To complement this, you'll receive a 67W charger in the box, enabling fast charging. In fact, we were able to charge the phone from 0 to 82% in just half an hour, providing convenience for users on the go. Now, let's move on to the camera capabilities of the Poco X5 Pro. It features the same camera setup as its predecessor, including a 108-megapixel main camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. However, with the new chipset, the image processing has seen improvements, and 4K video recording is supported. The main camera captures 12-megapixel photos by default, and the image quality is good for its class. The level of detail is above average, but it falls short when zooming in on complex details like foliage, where smearing or oversharpening can occur. Additionally, the phone offers a 2x zoom toggle on the viewfinder, achieved through cropping and upscaling, although the detail level isn't impressive. Portrait photos turn out decent, with good subject separation and proper exposure. The 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera produces decent photos with enough detail, realistic colors, and low noise levels. The contrast and dynamic range are average. On the other hand, the 2-megapixel macro camera falls short, capturing photos with poor detail, noise, and oversharpening. In low light conditions, the Poco X5 Pro automatically applies night mode processing when using the main camera. The resulting photos are likable, with well-exposed shots, good color saturation, plenty of detail.